Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Yitz Epstein. I'm a narcissistic abuse life coach, and today I'm going to be discussing breakdowns and paradigm shifting. A paradigm shift is defined as a fundamental change in one's approach and one's underlying assumptions. Every single person exists in a certain paradigm. By this, I mean every single person has certain thoughts, certain beliefs, certain relationship patterns, certain internal programming and perceptions that make up the reality that the person exists in and make up what is real for this individual. A person's paradigm is set up originally in childhood based on what was normalized and what was seen as acceptable. It included familial or cultural beliefs, ideas, and a baseline of what was seen and done on a usual basis. This becomes the reality, this becomes the paradigm that the individual will live with their entire life. That is, unless a person has a breakdown where the individual is forced to go inward and identify faulty, dysfunctional paradigms and truths that they have been living with and ultimately shift into a healthier and more sustainable long-term paradigm. Breakdowns in life include near-death experiences, job losses, loss of a loved one, any traumatic experience, maybe a car accident, a relationship ending. What it does is it forces a person to challenge their norm, their inner reality that they have come to believe is truth. The person is, in a sense, breaking down, and their inner world starts to get challenged as to the validity and what they have come to believe is the absolute truth. What has been going on until now, the way the person has been operating is no longer sustainable, and in a sense, it needs to be corrected. Oftentimes, it needs to be entirely dismantled and recreated in a healthier way. Now, breakdowns are usually very painful, extremely tragic, and very traumatic, but however, they offer an opportunity to create a healthier paradigm in life. When a person has a breakdown, essentially, it is the opportunity to break through barriers, limiting beliefs, and ideas that have been, in a sense, holding them back from reaching their full potential. That's why sometimes breakdowns are considered sort of a blessing in disguise or a breakthrough in disguise, because what it is that whatever has been occurring till now has not been sustainable, and therefore it really, in a sense, should come down. In replace of it should be a healthier paradigm, a healthier way of being. Breakdowns offer a unique ability for the person to, if they choose, to go inward and sort of question their reality, question truths. Oftentimes you see people who have a midlife crisis are breaking down because their childhood programming is no longer sustainable. The truths that they have come to believe in are causing dis-ease, they're causing chaos, and they're not really necessarily aligned with authenticity, with truth, and with health. And therefore, when a person has a breakdown, they're forced, in a sense, and they are given this sort of ability to question what is real, what they've come to understand is real. And this is oftentimes where they'll question their culture, their family of origin, their belief systems, even their personal truths and mores. When a person is forced to confront all of this, they can identify what's healthy, what's dysfunctional, what's truthful, what's deceptive, and ultimately shift and choose a healthier way of operating. When a person has a breakdown, they can shift their thinking, their beliefs, their habits, their perceptions of reality, their personal truths into whichever ones they desire, hopefully healthier and more long-term sustainable ones. I see a breakdown as an opportunity to break through, and many people would call it a spiritual awakening in disguise. And what that is that a person operating out of ego, usually for a large portion of their life, when they have these catastrophic life-changing experiences, what breaks down is the egoic self, the false self, and they're forced to face, to confront the truth of who they are. The truth is that we are spiritual beings in a physical body, having a limited physical experience. So when you identify with ego, the illusion, then when it breaks down, what reveals itself is the truth of what is actually going on, what is occurring, and what is in front of them, which is that we are in fact spiritual beings. So the more a person can let go of the ego and let the ego die and shed that layer of falseness and the illusion, a person can shift, a paradigm shift, into a paradigm of authenticity, truth, alignment with our higher power and higher self. And this is really true health. So breakdowns, which often happen because of chaos and because of dysfunctional paradigms, in a sense need to happen because they are unsustainable, they are unhealthy, they're toxic, they're false, and therefore when it does fall down, the opportunity to shift into health, into alignment, to authenticity is a really powerful experience. And in a sense, the breakdown is seen as a gift and an opportunity to finally shift into one's authentic being, authentic self, and into health. So if you are struggling, if you find it very difficult to overcome abuse, trauma, and having a very traumatic experience in your life, What needs to happen is you need to shift your paradigm. Your mindset needs to change from one of victim to survivor and thriver. And this is very possible. However, we have to go inward. We have to identify how we're out of alignment, some of the brainwashing, the childhood programming, some of the negative belief systems that we have. We need to break those down. We need to align and shift our paradigms into health. If this is something you're struggling with, I offer coaching. The mind map therapy system that I use helps people shift their paradigms from one of toxicity into health. I'm going to leave my contact information below, so do reach out. I offer a free 15-minute consultation. I'd love to discuss with you how I can help you shift into health from a victim consciousness and from a sort of a lack energy, a wounded vibration to a healthy authenticity. I want to thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Feel free to like this video and share it with anyone who might benefit. Thank you guys again for watching. Until next time, all the best.